In my browser here, we can see the LG contact form embedded on the right-hand side of our hero navigation section. Now I've used LG contact form with my Convertify theme, but it's also compatible with a lot of other themes. So you can check them out at wpleadcollect.com for yourself. Now let's use this time to take a look at some of the different form designs by heading to our WordPress site and choosing from some of the different options here. So let's get started by taking a look at the default. If I choose the form style and hit save changes, we can head back to our preview and hit refresh and see what this looks like. So as you can see, we do now have a square background with these different colors and form titles that we can see there. We can make some changes if we like, simply by choosing, let's say, a different background color or a different header or label or text color as well. So if I hit save, we can see those changes applied right away. If I hit refresh, we can see that it's now a black background. Doesn't look great, but we're just using this as an example. Let's take a look at a different option. Let's choose the form encourage. Now I'm going to hit save to see what this looks like, and then we can make some further changes. So let's refresh here again. Now we can see that we have a bit of a different style. We have this green button here, as well as some different styled font colors, which again looks a little bit nicer as well. Let's choose a different one. Let's choose form rounded, no background. I can get rid of my background color to just make sure that everything is okay on the end of the form. I can hit refresh, and here we can see we have no background and we have just our form field in the button there, which I think looks pretty good. What about some other ones? Let's take a look at form bold. Let's hit activate and let's hit save changes rather and see what this looks like. So here we can see we have a white background and our labels are in bold, as well as our button text, which I think looks pretty cool as well. And lastly, there is dark magic. So if I hit dark magic and let's save our changes, we can take another look. We'll hit refresh and here we can see this nice dark background with an orange button, which really stands out, and I think that looks pretty great. Now, what if we wanted to make some individual changes to our form? Let's take a look at a different option. Let's just simply choose form rounded, no background, and let's change some of the colors and the styles of the individual elements. Now we can, for example, make a change to our button color. If I hit refresh here, we can see that it's currently black. What if I wanted to change the background color for our button? Let's say I wanted to make it like this nice green color. I can simply hit save, refresh our page, and see that we have now this green background button, which looks a little bit cool. You can see that there's this hover color, which is currently gray. We can make a change to that too, just by changing this button hover color. I might want something a little bit of a darker green. When I hit save, we can refresh this, and again we can see that rather than it being a gray, we now have this darker green background color. Still looks a little bit gray, but we can make any customizations we like there. Now, not only can you change the style and the colors of your form, but you can actually change some of the fields as well. So down the bottom, we can see all of our fields here that are currently applied by default. However, we can make adjustments or make additional fields with ease. Let's choose to add a fifth field here, and we're going to call this service. Now for my field type here, I'm actually going to select the select option, because here I can allow my users to choose from a number of different select options that I can pre-enter. So let's add an entry and let's add our 3 dog related services. So let's say for our dog training site, we do have these 3 services, which are dog training, obedience training, and puppy training. So let's say option 1 is dog training. Number 2 is obedience training. And the third one is puppy training. Now that I have my 3 options, I can hit save and see what this looks like on the front end. So here we are, we can see that our 5th field has been added with the drop down option to choose from our 3 select options. I can choose dog training, obedience training, or puppy training, and that updates the form field based off the drop down. Now I can also do things like rearrange my fields. All I have to do there is just simply drag the order, drag them around the page in this custom field section with ease. Let's hit save and let's see what this looks like again on the front end. We're going to hit refresh And we can see that the dropdown is now added second in the sequence of our fields. Nice and simple. Now, I will mention that with the child theme of the Convertify theme, you can add your own custom form styles by selecting Inherit from Theme with the child theme. Or alternatively, you can send in your own form style that is well designed and converts to the WP Lead Collect team so that they can add it in to this plugin. I do recommend that you go to WP Lead Collect to test the LG contact form and see how it can benefit your business by reducing the setup time tremendously, creating high converting, beautiful forms.